Alright, this is a really hot row. A really cool row. So we got Embedded Agent, Interstellar Conspiracy, Shy Halud, Shamus. Shoot. I could play any of these leaders. Truthfully, I could play any of them. We're in front of Tessia, so we want to probably play Leto to get shipping. But the main priority for me would be getting to 5 or 7 persuasion for these cards. But the only leader that really does that reliably is Leto, and he is already taken. So, what can you do? Or Ilbon. No ring, which is fine. Still Susak, first action. Okay. Interesting. So it's smuggling here because we can Mentat off of that. And double smuggling on Leto is good. It means we don't have to buy the Carino genes. Unfortunately, the hand doesn't have persuasion. Also on Leto, we don't have to go Wealth. We probably still want to because it's a good space for Leto, but there's no need to force it. This hand is a little too much gas, honestly. Could have used some convincing in this one. What does Mentat accomplish for us? Hypothetically, a increase of up to 2 persuasion. It's not enough to get any of the cards I want. 4 persuasion, even if I play the Steak Allies, doesn't get me there. So, I think we do not Mentat here. Shockingly, nobody's going Fold Space. I wonder if that gets back around to me. Why hug a Basin? There's 3 cost techs, so maybe that's the reason. Hardy Warriors, okay. Beast, do you have a second faction card? Because if not, I'd be very happy with Fold Space. He does have it and doesn't want to use it. So what, he buys Carino Genes, get to 5 Solari? Just cash out, I give him 6. Unless he's got it. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he's doing that. I'm going to beat him to it. But, okay. Well, we can't afford to buy anything anyway. I suppose we could get Jamis. And Jamis is good. But that's assuming that Beast doesn't take him. So I think we just go ahead and play Diplomacy and save our access. Although, but the problem is that we do reduce our persuasion. But no, I think this is the play. You know, even disregarding the guild access, the Fold Space card on its own is very good. Somehow I got both smuggling and Fold Space in second position, so I feel kind of blessed for that one. You'd think that maybe people were ignoring those spaces because they wanted to go to Arakeen and get the good cards, but that doesn't seem to be the answer either. Round 1 disposal facility from Walter White over here, so that's pretty cool. Maybe he's got like 5 persuasion, at which point this kind of makes sense actually. Like, get an Embedded Agent, trash a dagger first round. That's pretty cool. Honestly, I'd probably still buy these Carino Genes. Sure, I don't need them for Swordmaster, but Um, you know, it's Solari goes further for Leto, and I'm gonna be locked in a race for Mentat with Ilbon. So I say why not? It's Solari that someone else isn't getting, and it's Emperor access, which is good. Sure, you might say the subject is a better card. I agree with that, but it's not a good card before you can get your research going. She blows the row up. Kwisatz. Ooh, okay. Well, next hand we have double convincings. Not enough to get Kwisatz, but it's kind of cool. She probably... Well, how much persuasion does she have? This is an interesting row. 3. She has planned coupling. Of the cards she destroyed, was there anything better than planned coupling? Man, these are so... I hate seeing these two cards. These are my two favorite cards in the game, probably. Yeah, I mean, she improved her buy a little bit. So, no faction, so we can't go double fold space. But that's okay, because we're going to go do this. Take a Scarab. We dagger to Swordmaster, and then... I guess we could dagger Mentat. We could Mentat first. We have the time to do it, and it's not expensive. And we probably draw faction off of it. 1, 2, 3. Then we have to play our Signet Ring for no effect, so it's probably not worth. We probably would rather just use Dagger to go Swordmaster, and then Signet Ring to go Imperial Basin. Although if somebody takes Imperial Basin, then yeah, maybe we do want to go Mentat. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Is there a universe where by not going Swordmaster we somehow get Kwisatz? Dagger to Mentat takes us up a Persuasion, probably. But there's no 2 Persuasion cards we can draw. Let's say we drew Carino Genes, right? We go to 6 Persuasion. Signet Ring, Tech Negotiation. Still at 6 Persuasion. That doesn't change. No, it's not possible for us to get Kwisatz. Still nobody's going Still Suits, or I mean Fold Space, which I can't do it, and neither can Beast for that matter. But you'd think that Tessia would. Right? I mean, she has double faction in hand. So, Imperial Basin going, I think, does say that we want to go ahead and Mentat. The thing is, if we Mentat, we still play Ring. Let's do it. Okay. If Carthag gets taken, we're kind of out of luck, though. It shouldn't get taken because, you know, there's factions ripe for the taking, but, you know, it doesn't... I don't know. Beast can't go to faction, so he probably does take Carthag. Maybe he prefers Great Flat. I don't know. Okay, we're doing deck building Tessia, which I respect the hell out of this, actually. If you're a viewer, Heisenberg, you have my full critical support to this. Five cards in hand. Is it possible for her to have Kwisatz? Surely not. But she's trashed 2 daggers. We know she has a Seek Allies in hand. So it's really only 4 cards. The only way she could get Kwisatz is if all of them had 2 Persuasion on them, which is not possible. Carthag's still available. So let's go ahead and do this. Can't use our ring, but that's okay. I don't think it's worth putting in 3 troops on this one. It's just, the combat's just too contested. Nobody went Interstellar round 2. Probably nobody will round 3 either. Although I will draw back into Fold Space. Somebody's probably going to block it, right? I don't know. Maybe these guys just don't like Fold Space. Who knows? The good news is we have a high Persuasion hand. You know, I could blow the row up and try to hit a 5. That would be better than going to Carthag. I guess let's see what these guys reveal. If somebody reveals a Talaxu Master or something, we reveal early. Uh-oh. That's not good for Ilbon to have, but he's going to have it. He is going to have it. Huh. He didn't get... I feel like I'm going crazy. Maybe these guys just don't want to play the meta. I don't know, dude. This is weird. This is pretty weird. Honestly, this Dissecting Kit's really good with the Carino genes, so I might just stay the course. Okay, no, just kidding. They're gone. Beast didn't waste any time picking that up either. I think we blow the row up. There's currently nothing good at 4, so we need to know if we are going to Carthag or not. Okay. Detonation Devices exists. And this Shadows skill would be pretty cool. It would be very costly on our Persuasion, but cool. Let's, Are we going to turn down a troop and an intrigue for that? I mean, just get the In the Shadows and be happy, I think. Favored subject is pretty good. Just end turn. We want a liaison. Maybe. The row's pretty high right now. Let's do it. It's also green access. Ooh. That's a lot of faction. That is a lot of faction. More faction than I need. like I said, you get hot hands and cold hands, and this is cold and this is hot. We want to pick up a card that grafts for the Carino genes. Gola is probably the best of those, but Twisted Mentat would be good. Although we have no specimens at the moment, so it would take a while to get to those cards. But a planned coupling would go a long way, I think. These guys are going to probably take a little bit. So she knows the secrets. Okay. That's going to be 2 intrigue cards, because you're going to get one from secrets and one from the research track. So not bad for her. But I don't see anyone going to Fold Space, so I guess I'll just do it. Maybe they're doing, like, no Fold Space challenge runs. Who knows? Beast makes sense. He's trying to get to his 8th Solari. Yeah, that one makes sense. The downside is we're not going to have good persuasion here, pretty much no matter what we do. So, Tessia is going to out-deck build us, at least at this moment. We could Mentat, maybe. Might be worth playing Fold Space Interstellar and hitting Mentat, just to try to play more useful cards. Or Fold Space to Mentat would work, too. It's a draw, 2. It's not bad. Well, I wanted Still Suits, but that's not going to be on the table. Highliner. That's interesting. This dude loves to fight. Does he have like a wind traps or something? No, he's just going for it, I guess. All right. Do we go for the Hardy Warriors? I don't think so. Take the trash. Oh, this is worth a Scarab. Let's take a trash. We've got some good stuff. It'll make our next hand a lot less junk to get rid of that. She fell short of the occupation, but she's going to get either opulence or treachery, so she's still pretty happy, I would say. The only place that we can play Faction 2 is Hardy, even though I don't really want to. I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's a good combat to win. It's an intrigue. It's another action. We'd rather play Diplomacy, though, and save the full space if we're gonna do that. Smuggling is also valuable. We could hit Mentat with Fold Space, draw Dagger and something from the discard, but then we're not shuffling our faction in, and I think that's probably a mistake. Buys the opulence. I would have probably gone Treachery, but To each their own. Gola. What does Gola do for her? Space travel twice? I don't know. It doesn't seem that scary. Opulence twice is a lot of money, but who cares? 7. So 3 troops and a dagger. We don't get there. We have to put 4 troops in to beat him. I don't know. It's probably better than smuggling, though. Is it? Detonation devices is pretty good. But then we don't have to play our full space to, like, I don't know. Okay, well, we're not going hardy. It's not an option, so we don't have to think about it. But we do have to play our full space. And doing it to Mentat is interesting, but probably not good. If we draw an experimentation, is it worth it? Yeah, I guess maybe, but there's only one of those. If we draw in the shadows, is it worth it? No. So I think we just do this. Draw our dagger for no effect. It's not great. She really would like this Ix-Guild compact. Okay, redraw in the shadows, liaison, diplomacy, experimentation. The experimentation is pretty clutch. It's a scarab, which is an intrigue. Desert power. Well, you know Leto, he likes some desert power. I wonder if we want to hit Fold Space just to block Ilbon from contesting. Alright, he's got Highlander again, I guess. So we probably don't block Fold Space, because, yeah. Interesting. What did he discard? Reconnaissance. So it's arguable if he's even increasing his persuasion doing that. Okay. Maybe I should play diplomacy early just so I can make sure I get it off. Like, I do kind of want that still suits. But I also want the hardy. This is a point, and it gives me the water back. Yeah, let's hardy. I mean, yes, there's a possibility that Ilbon goes Highliner again, but whatever. That would be kind of crazy. Especially since he has no Swordmaster. He would be way better off going Conspire. If he can. Maybe he can't. He's played his Seek Allies already. There's no guarantee he drew his Diplomacy when he played it last round. Oh, alright. Highliner it is. Okay. Whatever. You're the boss. Could get training drones instead of detonation devices. It might help us win the combat on like a city space. Right now, he's 3 troops up on us, but we could go ahead of him on troops by going to a city with training drones. I don't think that's a terrible idea. It's pretty early too. Not super early, but early enough that training drones would be considerably impactful. Whereas detonation devices, we just don't know. We just don't know if we can get it off or not. It's Highliner 2 times in 4 rounds. It's kind of a little insane. We're going to recall. Take Spice. Take training drones. Smarky. Fremen so that I have access to Siege Tabor going forward. Let's get that intrigue card. Okay. And advance again. Let's see what Ilbon's last move is. I don't think he's going to go to a city. That would be pretty not productive for him. Tessia bouncing back with a round 4 Swordmaster, so she is definitely concerning now. Because she's trashed a lot of stuff. Okay, no, he goes to a city. He really wants the combat. He really wants the combat. He didn't deploy, though. That means he probably has daggers in hand. If 16 is the number to beat, we can put 4 in. That would be 16. Then we tie him, so it's... But if he doesn't have 2 daggers or a combat card, we're fine. So let's just do it. If he has a combat card, then whatever. He went Highliner, and also had combat cards. At that point, he deserves to win the combat. This is a ridiculously high bid for just a simple desert power point. Next round, our hand's going to be pretty good, though. We're going to have a fold space. We'll have Interstellar again because, sure, Elbon has it, but we're going before Elbon for the next 2 rounds. So he's not going to see Interstellar till round 7. Or round 6 at the earliest. I mean, Carino Genius is good, too. It's going to be a good round for us. But also, in this version of the game, I think you do spend your troops because, like, you know, there's all these specimens, and you do tend to get troop locked. With the training drones, it's worth it to try to go for it, you know? It looks like he didn't have the daggers. He blows the row up, looking for, like, a Jessica or something. He's going to get a treachery instead, which is what he had before. I'd like a high council seat. I can't really be buying good cards right now. By his side, you know, he just doesn't like treachery, I guess. I don't know why. He's got 2 water, and he's probably going to get a 3rd from the combat. So Saidina does make sense, but treachery is still better. Let's see if he's got the combat card or not. Today is the In the Shadows day, I suppose, because I am about to do the same thing. 2 persuasion. I don't think that this is worth it. Yeah, no. Well, we're already at the first research marker. It does reveal for spice. No, there's just no way. This card sucks. What about Bounty Hunter? Well, Beast is going to try it out for us. I don't think we want anything here. Could buy Liaison for more persuasion, but I just don't see it. I don't think we're getting Spice with flows this game anyway. Our persuasion is pretty bad across the board. We just haven't done like any deck building at all, unfortunately. Maybe I should have bought a Liaison. Tessia ends up 1 persuasion short of her disposal facility. Oh, no, she does not. That is a really good intrigue card for her because it's a treachery and a trash. That's really good for her. Although I'd like them to play a little faster so that I can hurry up and know if Ilbon's beating me in this combat or not. Okay. Alright, yep. Got it. You got it, dude. Crazy. Really bad luck for me, I think. Man, I knew there was a possibility he would go to Highliner. I just didn't think he'd actually do it. I guess with the ambush... But with the ambush, why do you need to go to Highliner? I don't know. We can go up 2 on a faction that somebody's ahead of us on if we use our ring to Interstellar. I think it's better just to play the experimentation. We go this way for another Scarab. This way is more Scarabs overall. We do want to do this, though. Yeah, blocking Mentat would be cool, but no. This is the better play. Did someone blow up the steel suit manufacturer, or did somebody have that thing? It was blown up, okay. Research station. Interesting. So next play is Mentat if it's available. Because we gotta punish Ilbon. Rat bastard. Selective breeding would also be nice. And wealth would be good. but you know, it's fine. We don't need to play these Carino Genes really. Yeah, he doesn't give us the opportunity. He's not getting a Sword Master this game, but he is getting enough value that it's not really a problem. And he's stepping on my toes. But he didn't block me in the first 2 rounds, so it's hard for me to complain about him. Do we just go to, like, I think we just go to Smuggling again, right? Like, we're going to get Interstellar next round, so might as well get as much value out of it as possible. Signet Ring, Smuggling, and then Fold Space to a faction after that. Seems like the right way to go about things. What are you going to do with all that spice, buddy? We could go, Dreadnought. It was one thing we could think about. We could go Dreadnought, buy detonation devices, buy a Dread. We have a training drone, so we're more likely to be able to get it off. That's probably overall better than Smuggling. New tech is Ordnance. Nobody has a High Council seat. It doesn't look like anyone's on track to get one. Might be wise to block Wealth in general. Tessia does have that Opulence. If we can hit Hardy here, I definitely will. I don't know if they leave it open for me. But we can put in a Dreadnought. We can use Training Drones. And hey, maybe, you know, if Beast wants to go Highliner, Beast can go Highliner. I don't think it's happening. Cloak and Dagger is not the most important combat in the world to win, but it is pretty good. Beast does have 3 intrigues, though. He's going back to 6. Are you going to Highliner me again, Ilbon? Probably so. He dropped a dagger. So let's say he did, like, let's say that, like, we live in Comedy World and he did go to Highliner. He has 12 total strength. If we go Hardy Warriors, we have more than that, right? We do not. We would tie him. There's no way he's doing that, right? Like, there's no way he drew the card for Highliner 3 rounds in a row. He did buy a space travel, right? Yeah, but he also bought a lot of other stuff. So, like, he has a space travel, but he also bought a bunch of non-guild cards. I'm going to take the chance that for once in this game, this dude does not have Highliner access. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to regret not going Wealth. But I don't know, man. Like, we have a training drones. Let's try to compete in the combats. Smuggling. Hallelujah, dude. Beast could still be us with combat cards, but whatever. Whatever. Our deck's getting weaker. We're running out of fold spaces. What's the point of sitting on 11 spice like that? There's a halfway decent card we can add to our deck. Two troops for Tessia. Okay. Why did Ilbon put his troop in? I'm trying to figure that out. I guess it would be an intrigue card if Tessia didn't have that, so maybe it seems smart. I don't know. I mean, so far he's beaten me in combats. I'm certainly not saying he's not playing well. I'm just trying to figure out if he has some other, like, trick up his sleeve. I'm also not getting good Talaxi Row cards because I have mostly not taken specimens. I don't think I've cashed out once, actually, on specimens. Well, I went like this, right? So it's 3 specimens from research and 2 spaces where I did not get specimens. That would be good. I wonder if I can get Scientific Breakthrough. Probably. I'll be the first to reveal next round, most likely. But I'd have to draw an experimentation and not play it, which is maybe. It's a little late for that card, too, but I could put it on top of my deck. Do we want to detonate here? I think we do. It's a point. Why? I mean, yeah, we get the Dread back in round 7, but I think by round 7, Ilbon will just win with Highliner, so. Well, I don't know. We have training drones. Maybe. I think we need to take the point when we have it. Blackmail and disguise bureaucrat. We could take Firmin Alliance now. Let's just do that. Blackmail is interesting. It means we should chase alliances, because if we don't get them, we can recover. Oh no, no yellow. Oh man. Okay, it's fine. Trade Monopoly is interesting. Carino Genes is also interesting, actually. We have no Solari, so we can't take Mentat. So I think we take Carino Genes, because that allows us to go back to Dreadnought. Tessia is shuffled, right? Yeah, so she could have that opulence again. But if she has opulence, she's revealing it. Both of these guys want to get that alliance, so let's play blocker a little bit here. Sure, it's a little bit anti-synergistic with the favored subject, but it means that we're more able to steal this with the ring and with the favored subject and with the disguised bureaucrat down the road. And we have plenty of green, so now we have the ability to go to like Mentat. We have the ability to go to Dreadnought. Yes, I know that Mentat won't be available, but okay, there's her point and 2 spice. Clever use of the bypass protocol, I have to say. Looks like it was replaced with a second spiritual fervor. A little bit weird. Blackmail is overall a very good card. With detonation devices, you know, this is basically a combat. So we need to get a dread so we can get a point, I think, is the way I'm thinking about this. So I'm a little concerned about Tessia. She's got 4 intrigues. She's probably buying a point with opulence on her reveal this round. Thankfully, she doesn't have a high council seat, so her ability to get SMFs is not that good. He actually didn't go Mentat. I can go Mentat, but then I can't afford a Dreadnought unless he takes Solari here, which I don't think he will. Maybe he will and tries to get a Swordmaster. But I think he would prefer the Spice. Nope, okay, so we actually can go Dread Mentat here. Highliner. Okay. I think that makes sense. I would have tried to save it for next round, but Ilbon is sitting right in front of him at 6, so it does make some sense. And Ilbon has shown a very high propensity for that space. Experimentation. Cool. That actually is going to get us the scientific breakthrough, potentially. The only caveat is that we reveal after Tessia and Beast, so if they have the goods, then they can beat us to that. Calls the Spiritual Fervor. Okay. I wouldn't do that with an Opulence. I don't think it's worth the Solari, but you know, I mean, she's still at 6, so it's not a bad decision per se. We're at 7 points. Maybe we shouldn't even look at the scientific breakthrough. We should just look at trying to get this Scarab point instead. The thing is, like, scientific breakthrough gives us Scarabs. There's 2 more Scarabs for us on the track. I don't know. Okay, so now Tessie is going to go to 6 Spice. So one thing's for sure, I'm not getting Highliner next round. Ilbun does not get the Sayadina point, but he does get the friendship point. Okay. But we can't take you to BG. You're not gonna be able to do that. So maybe we should play you instead of Liaison at Dreadnought. What do we think about Research Station here, actually? I think that could be quite good. It's a research, which we need for the Scarab. Why not do that after we buy a Dreadnought? We can participate in the combat for cheap. Buy Dreadnought first, then Research Station. Maybe we'd rather save our water for next round when it's more likely to deliver a Spice Must Flow. But we have a Sister and a Liaison in hand. So I don't know. I mean, our Persuasion next round doesn't look that good. It doesn't look like Spice Must Flow material. If we were to get Spice off of the track, we'd have 1 Spice, 2 hypothetically. We still couldn't buy a tech at Dreadnought, so let's take the more popular, most likely, of the 2 spaces. Get that Scarab. A second experimentation. Okay. Well, that gives us the ability to get Usurp, but I just think Scientific Breakthrough is better here. Especially with the Spiritual Fervor, actually. We use it to trash a dagger. Tessie to 7. Tessie to 8 this round. Man, even when she's played in like a anti-meta deck building sense, she's still pretty strong. The Disguised Bureaucrat's going to be good, though. Do we play the Experimentation, I wonder? I think we still need a Dread at the end of the day. And it's a tempo hit to take it next round that we don't want to take. But if we played Smuggling, we'd probably get Interstellar, which could be really good. And what would it give us right now? It would give us a Trash, which affects our draws for next round. We're going to put Scientific Breakthrough on top, potentially, anyway. Okay, so the Fervor's gone. We could just buy a Scarab for a point, is the thing. But the next two researchers also give us that Scarab point, so it doesn't make sense. No, we need to go to, we need to go to Dreadnought. If we're going to get Scientific Breakthrough next round, we'll be one short, right? There's no way Beast buys the Breakthrough, right? He's too far away. So maybe we do play the Experimentation, actually. Having the Spice is good. We're going to draw the Ring next round. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this might be the play. Although, we're going to get water from the combat. We hit Research Station with Scientific Breakthrough. That gives us what we need. So, no. We buy the Dread. There's the Opulence. She's got a good deck. She's got a good deck. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. Ooh. Goes to 9. That gives me an intrigue card I didn't actually want to draw. I didn't think I was getting an intrigue card out of this. Okay, well that's awkward. Hopefully Beast doesn't raid my hand. She has 2 cards that access Guild. She's going to be drawing 3 of those cards. She trashes her Diplomacy, so now she only has 1 card that accesses Guild. Unless she's got one in her draw pile, it's not looking good for her. Ooh, Firm Grip. I wonder if I get that. If Beast will let me have that. It's going to be hard to take BG Alliance. Oh, well, that Beast actually isn't the one that's fighting me on it, really. Does he buy the Scientific Breakthrough? No, he buys the Telex. We actually want the Scientific Breakthrough. It's good just absent of the point, because we need get the second level of the Disguised Bureaucrat. So, right now, we kind of have to play this favored subject to get it out of our hand. So we're not going to get stolen from. I forgot that I still had my reveal. So... Breakthrough, top of deck, Firm Grip, discard pile. And I don't think Beast is gonna go Research Station, because he's got enough for Highliner. So as long as Tessia doesn't go Highliner, he's probably gonna go Highliner. Or he may even go, like, interstellar shipping or smuggling. No, he's just going to cash out now. Okay. That is the risk, is that we don't get to research station. Right now, if we want to take Emperor, we have to... Private Army. That's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card, actually. Signet Ring plus Disguised Bureaucrat steals Emperor, and it gives us troops for the combat. It's pretty good. If we get Research Station. Which, again, there's only one person that can block us on it. So we'll just see what Beast does. It's 3-point combat for us. And the Shadows, at this point, not super impactful, but we can use it to go up on Emperor. And Tessia is in the lead, so, you know, fighting around that alliance is good. Plus, it's a bump that we can burn on the blackmail. Our path to victory this round runs through Research Station, but it also runs through the combat. We have a couple different paths. We are in a decent spot. Tessia, the concern is that she might redraw her opulence. Dispatch an envoy. Okay, so she does go Highliner. Right? So we definitely have to do everything we can to fight her on this. Because, yeah, she wins the game if she wins the combat. The problem is that now Research Station might get taken by Beast. She didn't draw her guild, but she had a card, so, yeah. We have a lot of daggers in hand, though. I think we can beat her in the combat. Plus training drones, plus dreadnoughts. We'll see what happens. Don't go Research Station, Beast. You know you have other things you want to do. You know you have other things you want to do. Look, I can beat her in the combat, but you gotta not do that. Okay. Well, are we at the stage where we want to mulligan this Disguised Bureaucrat now? Probably not, because it's useful for the ring. Brutal. What do you... Stop, go away. Fight Tessia. Okay, well... Stop. Now I have to fucking go to Hardy Warriors. Just fine. It's a decent play anyway. It's not what I want to be doing, but go away, Beast. I don't want to talk to you right now. Cross 2. So she's probably drawn back into the opulence. Most likely, yes. So we have to assume that she's at 10 this round. No High Council, so she probably doesn't have the SMF. It's still dangerous. We can get 2 more troops from stealing Emperor. But we have to do like In the Shadows plus Signet Ring now. It's a slow process at this point. It's not good. Technically, we don't have to steal it. We could just go to... We could just go to Imperial Basin and get the troops. But then the Signet Ring not going up on BG is the opportunity cost of that, right? Maybe we just want to try to focus on that. I don't know. Knock it off, dude. What are you doing? Tessia is going to win the game. Go fight her. You're at 7 points. Figure something else out to do. Okay. Go to like wealth and protect yourself there or something. We're a spice short of the private army, but we can break through to Haga Basin to get it. Okay, so she's gonna buy a spice must flow. So she wins, right? She just wins. Yeah, she wins. Annoying. Oh my god. Would you knock it off? Are you playing for third place? This guy, I swear. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I can equalize it by, you know, by stealing his Emperor Alliance, but it kind of just doesn't, like, it's not good. Like, then I can't get the private army off. So, like, I get 1 point from that, and 3 points from the combat. I still lose to Tessia. I guess this is what this guy's bureaucrat can do, right? Like, this is enough for the private army. We use In the Shadows to go to Carthage. Oh, stage incident. That's really not the time for that. It's a good card, but the game's over, so it doesn't matter. There. Are you happy, Beast? We're kicking each other in the shins while Tessia wins. Like, you could have, like, you totally could have gone to, like, selective breeding with your diplomacy instead. Trashed your In the Shadows. Like, you know what I mean? She's at 12 points. Like, why didn't you put pressure on the BG Alliance? Like, you went to Fremen twice, and you're not even close to beating her in the combat. I'm at least trying to beat her in the combat and accomplish something. She's gonna beat me by 2 points. My god. Maybe I can stage incident, and then she only beats me by 1 point, but who cares at that point? She's at 12. And I would beat her if he didn't steal my stupid alliance. And I could have put pressure on BG too if he wasn't doing that. I should have said, like, knock it off. Tessia is winning the game right now. But I don't know. Yeah, he's playing. He's you know, he's not gonna win, and he's gonna make sure I don't win either. He's gonna get last place and drag me down with him. Man, what a huge bummer. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Tessia played well, and she played unconventionally in a way that I respect. Maybe she did that because she knew, like, you know, I'm sitting behind Leto. I have to find something else to do with my time. Maybe he was afraid of detonation devices and he thought I was going to win, and he didn't have any conception that Tessia could get a second opulence point. You know, that's all I can really think of here. We get 4 points from the combat, effectively. It's just not enough. Nope, sorry, I've got a private army. I still get it. Now I only lose by 1 point, but again, it kind of doesn't matter. That's a real shame, man. Somebody in the comments is gonna say like, "Oh, here's what you could have done to steal Tessia's alliance." If I'm not winning the combat, it doesn't matter. Like, blocking Research Station was the worst. But then he had to go immediately afterwards. It wasn't enough for him to block Research Station. He then had to go and steal my alliance, too. It was about the only way I could lose that game. But congratulations, Beast. You got last place. But, like I said, well played to Tessia. She did well, and it was interesting.